Hello everyone and welcome back to Mania 4K World Cup 2022, and we're back with two more matches for this block. And potentially this is also gonna be probably like one of the last four matches. I think this will be like the two matches on this block, and this will be streaming for Philippines versus United Kingdom, and also in the back as well we got France versus Vietnam. I'm your commentator host Mifa, and I'll be joining here with Potassium. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing well here. We've got an exciting one that we have on stream here. The last winners bracket match of the weekend. Philippines, seed number 2, coming up against the United Kingdom. Two really strong teams. And it's going to be a pretty interesting one because I think there's a pretty clear-cut advantage or kind of split between these two teams' skill sets.
Absolutely, and these teams are no... This is such a big deal for them, and I feel like Philippines and United Kingdom will definitely going to show their strengths onto one another. And we already seen the bans already coming up. Philippines banning Fiona, as I said in the back end of the stream. Fiona is no surprise at all for being a ban.
Yeah, we were thinking Philippines banning Fiona makes a lot of sense. UK has a huge amount of Rice capability, especially in later end type of stuff, and we're thinking United Kingdom. What they want to ban, Philippines definitely have something of an advantage on the LN picks, you would think, but the real question is SV, eliminate.
There you're going, ban Peterfed. This is the exact two bans that we're actually predicting for this particular match, and we have both SVs open here.
Yeah, so this is the thing, this is looking like it will shape up to be a bit of a close match, so neither team is going to be banning the SV maps. Both of those going to be highly risky for both teams. So we'll see how the match progresses, and I guess those last two picks, Line Zeta and Marinol, are probably going to be saved towards the end of the match if one of the team wants to go for a risk.
Or are they just going to open it with SV? Because
it would be wild.
People know. Alright, we got Ego coming, and I think this is particularly the first pick that I think I've seen Ego quite a while in the first picks actually.
Yeah, a lot of teams have been picking Ego first. One of the more, I guess, jump streamy tech pick. Yeah, interesting to see it being first picked a lot. It does, however, fit United Kingdom's strengths quite well. They have a lot of Rice physicality, a lot of good accuracy on those Rice picks as well. So definitely going to be fairly close, I think, for this one, because even though the Rice is United Kingdom's strength, Philippines is very well-rounded as a team, so these Rice picks, they'll do very well on as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and being these teams with the complete roster here, I would imagine this could be just a potential on who's actually going to drop more on the side of 300s, because 200s here doesn't seem to be the case for both teams, and we're going here with Ego with the first pick for the United Kingdom. Here's see what he goes.
Yeah, we will expect some pretty high accuracies, but at the same time, this map, very technical, a lot of mini-jacks could have some miss potential. We've seen a lot of these maps decided by misses so far this round, but we'll see how it goes. Early lead, actually, for United Kingdom here. Forken struggling a little bit in the accuracy, down to 99.5.
Yeah, definitely showing some little bit of a rocky start for Forken specifically, but I think UK has some similar issues, however. Zubin actually going a little bit below 99.7. With across the teams, I think it's just a clear-cut difference in between.
Yeah, right now it looks like Boji and Eliminate being the highest in the lobby, 99.9 for both of them. Taking momentum not far behind.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's a bit like beating most of the two players of the Philippines. Zubin actually kind of beating, just compared with Bobsy, but Eliminated is actually has shy of a beating Boji at the moment.
Yeah, it's looking like a pretty definitive accuracy lead for the United Kingdom, but Philippines are not too far behind, so definitely something like a mist or even a few 200 rush could even out the score here. We still have a third of the map to go.
Yeah, this is just basically what exactly like the 272 BPM jump stream, which it can trip people out. I've seen a couple of people just actually trip this like for no reason.
Forken's accuracy has recovered quite a bit since the start of the map, almost reaching that 99.7. But still, compared to the United Kingdom, the lowest accuracy in the United Kingdom right now, 99.82. And all 6 players still holding the full combo.
Wow, that is a completely impressive for both teams, really. Just negating the damage for everything they've done. Look at those scores. Arsenal's scores are completely insane.
Or 3 Score V1 double S's, only 4 200s for the entire lobby right here. Eliminate with 85, Boji with 92, 2-digit 300 counts here.
I think what completely sets the difference apart is just basically the sheer amount of ratio United Kingdom has, and Philippines has been falling a little bit behind in ratio, but has the less 200 count in total.
Yeah, that ratio advantage for United Kingdom you saw on the bottom row there, massive in determining the accuracy and the win there. But a solid first pick from UK. Now, Philippines, they're going to waste no time, straight into Desperado Waltz. LN density here.
This is no surprise at all for being a LN density pick, as they have been like very strong for across the players here. I would definitely see April for coming in for Philippines. The massive stronghold for LN players.
Yeah, April has definitely been performing crazily well in the LN maps so far this tournament. But both teams as well. There's no gigantic advantage for Philippines here. I definitely think Philippines are very, very strong on the LN, but so are United Kingdom. So once again, we may see a fairly close accuracy difference between these two teams.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to see how this actually works out for Philippines, because I think UK's LNs are not to be scoffed at. These are already a very solid team as an LN for most of the LN picks.
Yeah, a few switches as well. Apol and Silosca Els coming in for Philippines. Newson coming in for the United Kingdom. Very, very strong 3 names at LN here. Small accuracy advantages over the Philippines. Ting, Momentum, and Newson both dropping a little bit of accuracy at the intro compared to the other players.
By the smallest accuracy drop right there, this is completely a different ball game, considering how Philippines' ratio map accuracy is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, look at Philippines' ratios right now. Apol 99.9, Els and Forken both 99.8 right now, beating all 3 players on the United Kingdom.
Yeah, just the average of the scores were 99.8%, while United Kingdom has 99.7, which is absolutely insane.
Yeah, this is a crazy small difference as well, because even though Philippines has a little bit of an accuracy advantage, 99.7s across the board for United Kingdom is pretty huge, and one miss, especially in this very, very difficult second half, could definitely decide the whole map.
No meaningful drops at all. Not even 200s from the Philippines. There's a bit of 200s for United Kingdom, but I feel like that's so negligible to even count, as the score is actually going to climb up for Philippines.
Still a third of the map left though. Philippines starting to run away with more and more lead over time due to this accuracy advantage. UK is still hanging in there. Very high accuracies on Ting, Momentum, and Houston still. Eliminate is not far behind the rest of the lobby.
Okay, 2 teams. Come on. This is absolutely insane.
This is crazy. This is insane. We're seeing a 6-way FC again. I don't want to curse it because there's still a couple trills, I think, at the very end of the map.
Yeah, those completely lack of trills. It just sets apart for the chokes, most likely. But I think this is the Jags here, but I don't think there's much. There's a bit 300s, but no, it's escape unscathed. Wow.
200s from Apol on the trill, but that's basically it there. And Apol's ratio really setting him apart from the others, but oh my god. 6 full combos on Desperado Waltz. I don't think we've seen that before in any of the matches so far, at least that I've seen. And a team score of 994, 994, 993 for Philippines is... I don't know if you can really beat that.
Consider this: we got two black flags, which are black flags means it's 1-200, just clean 1-200 scores, and that ratio is backing up. So considering that, United Kingdom only has about like highest at 991.
Yeah, it's crazy. And April's ratio was so good as well that he beat the two 1-200 scores, even though he had 4 200s and a 100.
So
ratio difference right there.
The power of ratio, man. That's really it.
Yeah, in the background as well, Vietnam versus France. Vietnam winning a breakpoint actually against France. 1-0 for Vietnam right now on Azure Vixen being an interesting first pick.
Yeah, that's something of a pick that you don't see very often, considering it's a hybrid. But we're gonna see breaking rules here coming up from the United Kingdom.
Yeah, United Kingdom sticking with what worked before. Ego worked out very well for United Kingdom, although, you know, still relying on the full combos because Philippines don't seem to be missing either.
Not at all for UK. I don't think so far we haven't seen like any misses whatsoever in just the Olympics for UK. So that's just gonna tell you that you really don't want to break combo, even though you have a higher accuracy. You just don't want to get too complacent.
Yeah, absolutely. Chokes are massively possible, especially on a map like Breaking Rules. Huge number of mini jacks, even 3 note jacks as well occasionally.
Yeah, you probably don't want to get a bullion about the jacks here. It's really something else. Even though star rating is completely against what the difficulty of this chart is.
4.33 is not it. That is absolutely not hard. This is hard. Oh, Zubin. Very early break.
As well.
But Volpsy trades it, so it's going to be okay for both teams, it seems. Volpsy's miss gonna matter a little bit more, but Forken follows it up with another miss from the Philippines side. That's 3 misses already, but 2 for Philippines means that United Kingdom are gonna get a pretty significant early advantage right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think considering the fact Eliminate actually with that drop there, that's only 1 FC for each team, but that score is gonna negate back to the Philippines,
yeah,
basically.
That's a huge drop from Eliminate. Eliminate was holding 99.9, now dropping all the way down to 99.5. And as well, that miss was after the 400 combo mark, so Eliminate's miss is the most significant miss so far in the match.
But the scores are literally nothing in difference. There's just basically flickering. Even the 4K finally dropping again here.
Yeah, it's really close, but United Kingdom has this bit of an accuracy lead overall because of 4Ken hovering a little bit behind at 99.4 right now. Boji and Ting Momentum kind of similar in accuracies overall. Volpsy matching Zubin.
And Zubin's recovering his accuracy like a lot better, and Volpsy as well too, so it actually just negates every lead whatsoever. 4K just doesn't seem to recover as much as Eliminate here.
Yeah, 4Ken's trying to recover the accuracy. 99.5 now. Working his way up slowly, but there's not much of the map left, and this section is a little bit easier than the start of the map, I would say. To combo at least.
Still, not to get complacent with the jacks a little bit here, but I don't think it's gonna... Actually, matters a lot really, because UK is really on the lead so far, and that it would be it. It's 2-1 here.
Yeah, misses from both teams, but overall, that accuracy lead once again, these ratios... Actually, ratios fairly close. Oh.
Actually, hang on.
63 from Boji, 80 from Eliminate.
Yeah,
and a score V1 double S. That's a really clean score as well from Boji, 998k on the dot.
So UK is definitely winning on ratio, but it's just the 200 count and misses most likely with Philippines. Maybe it's downfall, but man,
yeah, it was mostly those 200s and misses from 4Ken, especially there. Unfortunate. Would have been fairly close, but it was UK's pick. So not too big of a deal for Philippines just yet. The first breakpoint is really what's going to matter here. And now Philippines, they're going to pick Daisy Cutter. Definitely a really strong pick for them.
Daisy Cutter is something that I probably wouldn't see. Like, I wouldn't really try to pick this because I feel like, considering how this Grotto Waltz went, this is just basically density, and you just need to keep focused because there are wonky patterns in this.
And we're seeing all of the LN players being switched back in, of course, for this one.
So I think Boji is staying for this one instead of, I think, Ken for
Oh,
Desperado.
actually, yeah, you're right. Boji is staying in here. Boji, of course, being really strong at LN as well.
Yeah, this is... I don't know what I would actually predict here. This is just completely different ball game, and given how Desperado walls went, it can go either way, really. Oh no, okay. Limited needs to update that chart because I think it was loved as well. Hopefully no issues after with a little bit of an update for the chart itself, given it's actually in the love section right now. And no changes whatsoever.
Yeah, probably just something funky going on with the Osu client there. Because definitely there has not been an update to Daisy Cutter.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes it just happens when you have a old chart and it doesn't get updated, but for some reason it actually gets into loved.
In the meantime, by the way, Vietnam winning their second point on their own pick of Desperado Waltz. Actually, that was a 6-way FC as well. In Vietnam versus France on Desperado Waltz. Wow, how are players so good at that?
And Boji with the hidden. No surprise at all, given Boji is also a hidden main, but I'm a little bit dubious at this point.
Yeah, it's less common to see players using a hidden mod, because usually it's just better overall to just put it as a skin element instead. The hidden mod itself kind of raising and lowering with combo is quite distracting.
Yeah, it's a bit of a distracting mechanic to deal with, but I don't think Boji is actually gonna falter that below. Even the accuracy for Philippines is actually...
If you don't miss with the hidden mod, then it's fine.
Oh, there's a 200 couple. There's a couple 200s of Boji there.
Yeah, but still not dropping down too much. Still tied with Ting Momentum's accuracy as Boji. And A-Pole right now is making most of the difference here. 99.88, the highest accuracy in the lobby.
No, that's no slouch at all with Newson actually trying to catch up with A-Pole here right now. But the difference... Oh,
Eliminate.
Eliminate actually taking a drop. It's a bit 200s too.
Yeah, and this quieter section, actually, looking at the matches that we've seen so far, the quiet section actually has been the hardest section of the map for a lot of players.
Yeah, this is looking shaping to be a decent point here for Philippines. As long as they're not choking, of course, but at this point...
No, don't say that just yet.
At this point, it's just really comes down to accuracy, because Philippines' accuracy doesn't seem to falter that much.
Yeah, Philippines are definitely winning the accuracy game. They're also winning in that combo game because of the miss. I think as long as they manage to hold these combos through the rest of the map, it should be a fairly clean point for them overall. And we're reaching the end of the map soon. Eliminate finding a second miss. And that should just about do it, as long as Philippines hold on for a few more seconds here.
These scores, man.
Oh, clean scores.
Jeez, okay. What? Those ratios are basically similar.
Oh, actually, yeah. Both teams have the same ratio, but all their players pretty much all in those 200 counts. A-Pole and still SKL's getting 1 and 2.
Ting Momentum is basically the same ratio as Hellsay.
Yeah, exactly the same there.
How? What? Okay, so we got this LN pick. We don't have any more LN picks for Philippines here, sadly, because Infinite is banned here for UK. So you guys will still have a lot of choices here.
Yeah, UK still have plenty of Rise picks. No more tech, though. Importantly, it's going to be more of the standard Rise picks left. The 2 jump stream maps and the Jack map. We'll see. It'll probably definitely be one of them that United Kingdom go for.
Yeah, absolutely. I can see myself for looking at the United Kingdom picking something like MP Addiction here, just trying to go for sheer stamina pick, so you can just actually kind of tire out the other team.
Yeah, we have seen United Kingdom have very, very good Rice accuracy, Rice ratio specifically. So MP Addiction would play into that quite well. Ram also has been very popular in most matches here, despite being very short.
Yeah, I wouldn't go so far as picking Ram right now because there's still of a slight hazard involved in Ram because of the one-hand trilly that is. Do I ever justify my love here? Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, let's see it here. The Jack pick a little bit blind for both teams.
I know for sure that Eliminate is gonna get sub 30 on this because Eliminate is very much a Jack main.
Oh yeah, of course. Eliminate on United Kingdom. Expecting very high accuracy from that side, but it's whether I mean, it's hard actually. You know, Boji I think can match as well. Very strong ratio from some of the Philippine players as well.
Okay, take your dice rolls because I feel like you can just do exclamation roll like 100 and see how the ratios are for Eliminate right now because I feel like it's been shown that there's a slight bit of uncomfort here at the intro because of the weird flams on the intro.
We'll see how they go. We have seen some pretty insane ratios on this map so far. Definitely some of these players capable of reaching those kind of scores.
I just don't understand how you even get very consistent on Jack charts. I mean, I've done it myself, but it's just mainly on the slower side. But this is 140 at OD9.
Yeah, the players definitely make this look easy, but it is not at all. These Jacks are starting quite fast.
Starting up with 100, no, never mind, Boji actually already dropping at 100 there, but, you know, the scores are really just literally basically the same. Although 4K has a slight bit of a more difficult side with the stupid.
Yeah, I mean, 99.83 though being the lowest in the lobby right now. No mistakes can be afforded for either side. Even a 200 would cause a massive swing in score. But right now, UK...
A quarter of the way through, and Boji and Eliminate is still on the 99.98.
Or Boji and Eliminate. Boji and Eliminate. There's a 1v1 happening there between those two players. Volpsy is 99.97 as well.
Oh, those are Ting!
Oh my god, Ting is rising as well. Zubin is at 99.91. 4Ken is now reaching 99.9. We're gonna have 6 players on 99.9% accuracy. What?
The both half of this chart is still reaching 99.98. Oh my god.
How do we have such high accuracy overall? How is the lowest accuracy 99.89? 1/200 of difference between these two teams.
It's 99.9 now. It's basic on V1SS pace right now. Basically, for all of these players in the lobby.
Boji and Eliminate, same accuracy. Ting, Momentum, and Volpsy, same accuracy. Zubin and 4Ken, same accuracy.
I don't know what to tell right now. Oh my god.
There are 3 1v1s happening, and it looks like Philippines is starting to take a little bit of a lead. Zubin drops 0.01%, and that gives Philippines a lead for a brief moment.
Eliminate is still fighting for against Boji. Ting as well against Volpsy. There's no lead whatsoever in here.
Oh my god, they can't afford regular 300s. Regular 300s could decide this right now.
Oh my god, there's no lead. There's no lead.
No. At the very end of the map, that's going to decide it. Philippines are going to manage to take the first break point of the match. Oh my god, someone needs to go calculate this. How many?
25!
Oh my god, 0 to
40 for Volpsy. Oh my god, what is this?
4999k scores. How is this possible?
Those are V1SSs without Zubin with that miss. What was that?
That is crazy. I think without that miss from Zubin, 4Ken should still have gotten the higher score. So I think overall, it still would have just barely been in Philippines' favor. But my god, these ratios.
If you just take the total of his 196 against 200, basically, it's just 300 difference. If you don't, it isn't that miss.
Eliminate is saying that 22 300s is his bottom score. Oh, nah, no way.
nah.
No way.
Yeah, you're insane. You're insane.
No, you're not gonna say that's your worst score. Come on.
Come on, this is just high stakes match right here. Just about my life is just being decided by 300s. That's completely unreal.
But such an important point right now. Philippines managing to take the first breakpoint of the match, and now they get their own pick, but there's no LN maps left.
Yeah, absolutely. Philippines will need to venture into hybrids or SVs, really, considering how comfortable they are on them. So, oh, media, all right, or physical hybrid, but I feel like it can do for Philippines right now.
Yeah, first kind of look at the hybrids. This is one of the more physical hybrids in the pool. But that said, we've just seen that all the players are pretty physically competent.
Absolutely, it's just a matter of misses, really. It just comes down to that. So hybrids doesn't seem any different.
We'll see what kind of rosters both teams decide to put in for the hybrids here. Looks like Els is coming in.
Although I would
Ken and
definitely
Boji
see,
staying.
Yeah, I would definitely see Newson coming back here for UK.
And Houston has been one of those really strong all-rounders for the UK squad.
Yeah, definitely being a fan favorite as well for Newson, given how all-rounded he is. No, I mean, especially for every single players in this lobby. They just definitely just be putting up the work here for their respective teams. And they are basically just giving their all, really.
Yeah, and importantly now, this is United Kingdom now. It's on them to try and win back a breakpoint from the Philippines. But they absolutely have the ability to.
And I shall also mention, if UK can take this point, this is a very important point, as they already lost with the breakpoint from Just to Buy My Love. And so this is definitely an important point for UK to win here, especially, and just to break the morale for Philippines right now. Let's see how it just plays out. Oh, wow, already with a bad start for UK right there.
Yeah, this map does start very suddenly at kind of full gear right now. Taking momentum, struggling a little bit on the intro, dropping all the way down to 98%.
So
Eliminate as well.
Actually. Yeah,
dropping all the way down. That's a big accuracy lead over to the Philippines, as well as a little bit of a combo lead as well.
Given how the song's structured right like this, I feel like any miss is actually just gonna kill you basically with the accuracy. But I feel like with the UK miss this much in the intro, it's actually very hard to come back from that.
Still opportunities. It was a very early miss, so it's not going to do as much damage to the score as a miss right now would be, for example. And Ting and Eliminate both recovering their accuracies as fast as they can now, both on 99.4. Houston and Boji both topping the lobby right now, 99.88 for both of them there. Ken and Els both on 99.8 as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like they should also mention the average of this hybrid in particular is like about 99.8%, and that is a scary team score right there.
Yeah, that is pretty insane. Philippines playing as a team right now. We're already most of the way through the map now. Unless it really feels like it's United Kingdom relying on the Philippines to make a mistake. So let's get Els and can get a couple of 200s each, dropping down very slightly, but it's not going to matter too much in the grand scheme of things. Still a very solid accuracy lead for them.
Absolutely, yeah. I feel like even though UK has recovered to about a significant amount, really, it's 99.6 plus on average. Although it really doesn't seem too much, because 3 versus 1 right here as a full combo.
Boji's accuracy is rising, by the way. It's gone up to 99.9 somehow. Some way.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a bit more particular section that I don't think Boji can actually get. 99.9, alright. 200, alright. Just call it right there.
There's the 200, but very solid lead for the Philippines right now. We're already at the end of the map. Even if there was a miss now, I don't think there's enough time for UK to be able to come back. And it's going to be this is a crazy team score. Almost 2980 from Philippines.
I'm assessing the situation right now, considering these ratios are basically tied.
No, what is Boji's ratio though? What?
Yeah, Boji's Yeah, but it's also offsets with Porken's and Elsa's ratio being actually a little bit weaker than Eliminate Yusin. So this is actually can be something else if all those players are actually full comboing.
Yeah, solid win for the Philippines though. United Kingdom, they're picking Ram right away. They still have rice maps to go through. This one as well could be fairly close.
This is scary as a rice pick. I mean, we already see Justify My Love, but this is a different approach to how you take accuracy to that level. But definitely, people get this discouraged, right? I mean, 242 jump, 244 jump is it's just comfortable spot for them, you know?
Yeah, plays at this level, they should be able to play it fairly well. So, but that just means that every small mistake is going to matter that much more. If there is a miss in a map like this, only 1.5 minutes long, it's going to be pretty massive.
Yeah, it keeps on giving, especially this jump stream. It's also one hand trilly, and you know, at some point this is a TV slice length, and any mistake could actually just cost you the point here. So far, it doesn't seem to have a rocky start for both teams, which is good considering how Meteor has went, and this is they like it.
Yeah, but overall, Volpsy dropping down a little bit of accuracy. That's going to give United Kingdom a little bit of a lead. Eliminate and Yusin both on 99.9. So is Boji, actually. 99.97 now for Boji.
So does with Yusin and Eliminate. 99.94. Just trying to carry UK on its back, but Zipin is actually trying to tie him with Volpsy right now. So the lead is actually slightly in favor of UK right now.
Yeah, Volpsy is recovering the accuracy quite quickly now, almost tying with Zubin. But it's Eliminate, Boji a little bit higher than Eliminate, Yusin a bit higher than Forken. It's very close between the two accuracies between these teams.
Just a massive difference, really. It's just, if you see Flicker like this, you really can't tell who's winning, even though with the 200 being dropped somewhere, and someone should probably just actually killing this. Look at that difference, 1.2k difference right now.
Oh, and Volpsy and Zubin both raising their accuracies over time. Forken as well is almost reaching that 99.9. Oh, it's the very end of the map.
The 200, the 200 there. Oh boy, that's so scary.
Volpsy drops accuracy back down below 99.8, and that's gonna do it here, but United Kingdom managed to squeeze by. That's 2,000 points.
2.1.
27?
27?
What?
27, dude. How do you get that much ratio? 999?
Yeah, I don't even know. Boji is scary. Boji, this is another 6 AFC with the lowest score in the lobby being 993. That's just crazy level of perfection that these players are forcing each other to play to.
This is, well, I mean, Zubin and Forken is just basically 200 points apart, so that's just gonna tell you how different, how slower the difference are. But
UK
that's a
very
point for
much,
UK regardless, yeah.
Yeah, they're very much still in this match. They're only one breakpoint behind, and it's Philippines' pick now, so United Kingdom win this next pick from Philippines, they could tie up the series completely.
Yeah, they just need to break the point from Philippines and they'll be still on that long, but at this point, the hybrids, there's still two hybrids that can use as an advantage for Philippines, but there's also SBs right there.
Hybrids are still risky either way. Summer is a little bit more LN oriented in terms of the two hybrids left, and they're going to go for it. Yeah.
So even with Summer, and if Philippines won that, only choice is Azure Vixen, really, if you're really stuck with a hybrid.
Yeah, we also have the SVs though.
Yeah, there's still SVs.
They're sitting there untouched.
They're pretty much just sitting ducks for both of these teams to try. And they're just going to play the chicken game, whoever they're going to pick first, because you don't want to get baited too much into thinking that they actually practiced it.
Yeah, it's a scary pick, but in a match this close, SVs are just so risky. Unless, like, I don't know. I feel like if Philippines win this pick, maybe United Kingdom can think about picking it, but I think it's just way too much of a risk. It could just be a bad pick. If it ends up being a bad pick, you just lose the match.
I feel like I don't think I will see United Kingdom picking that, because I feel there's also Addiction, which Ram was also going well for them, so Addiction seems to be their best choice right now. But it seems a little bit out of order right now. But Philippines, though, they can still try that.
Yeah, absolutely. But this is an extremely important point for both of these teams. United Kingdom definitely don't want to let Philippines get to match point this early.
Oh, I think we've seen probably disconnect before the MP start.
Yeah, a bit of a disconnect here for the United Kingdom, but it was before they started playing, so no harm done.
Hopefully it actually get a result soon, but although we're probably gonna get a little bit of update for the other matches whether it's happening right now. Vietnam versus France here. With France actually picking Fiona, but they lost and gets into a break point, and Vietnam is on lead 4-1 right now. Absolutely very scary scores actually for France, given though if France losing their pick, with Timo actually taking the lead with 993k there. Yeah, hopefully his results soon, and he's back in, and the start command has been up there, and here we go. This is a very important point for United Kingdom to actually take over, and Philippines as well, and they win this, and they're going to a potential match point here.
Yeah, we'll see both of these same two rosters for both of the teams that played on the other hybrid just before.
Opting to use Mirror is a very good strategy, considering the shield's actually coming from the right side instead of left.
Yep, that is fair. There is a few tricky mini jacks on certain columns that could be a little bit more comfortable in Mirror for some people. So far, Ting actually and Eliminate both finding a little bit of an accuracy drop down to 99.4 for both of them.
So does with Forken actually. It's a little bit on the lower side now.
Yeah, very early accuracy lead for the Philippines. We've seen time and time again how easy this map in particular is to drop combo. So it is vital.
Dropping steadily now.
Yeah, Ting is now back up to 99.6, almost 99.7, so catching up with Forken completely. Actually, tying with Boji right now. Boji dropping down in accuracy a little bit.
Just a fair bit, but Eliminate needs to just get his point back up here with the accuracy, because it doesn't seem to recover as much as the other players do.
Yeah, it is Eliminate. Eliminate is just about 0.15% below some of the rest of these players, and that's what's making up this difference here. Els and Newson basically tied in accuracy right now. Ting is starting to pull ahead of Boji and Forken a little bit, so the accuracies are starting to get a little bit closer between the two teams.
There's a lot of 200 being dropped by Eliminate here, and then there's also a couple of them with Forken as well, so I think the difference is not going to change anywhere.
Yeah, we're at the end of the map here. Huge amount of mini jacks with these LNs, very easy to slip up on, but all 6 players still holding on the full combo.
This is really scary towards the end here.
Ends for both sides, but Philippines, they have the accuracy. The double at the end from United Kingdom.
Wow.
It would have been Philippines' point either way, but you can imagine if that was Philippines dropping 2 at the end there, it could have been a very, very different story.
Yeah, but it's on match point for Philippines right now, 5-3, and United Kingdom, I think only one pick that is pretty much the obvious in my mind, which is definitely Addiction.
Yeah, United Kingdom now have to win 2 points in a row to be able to force tiebreaker against Philippines. Philippines guaranteed at least a tiebreaker situation. But I definitely don't think that Philippines want to be playing all the way to the tiebreaker. Philippines are going to want to win it as soon as they possibly can.
Alright, they're going to tactical timeout, which is a very wise decision here.
And the interesting thing about this situation right now is if neither team wants to pick the SVs, the last two picks that United Kingdom have to win are already decided. It will probably be NP Addiction and Azure Vixen, unless one of these teams is feeling really spicy.
But man, I feel like the SV is a gray territory to even be considered. I've seen some scores on the SV side on most like last rounds. I feel like UK has been playing like something like a Kickstarter in like round 32, but then also like round 16 we already see Mystery L in Philippines. Been playing absolutely insane score on butterfly twist and whatnot. It's just something that you can't really expect. So they're just gonna have to go with a lot more safer picks than SVs here, which is gonna be the case for both teams.
Yeah, I do feel like United Kingdom have a better chance on NP Addiction. Maybe if United Kingdom win, Philippines could decide to pick an SV, but it's hard to say.
Yeah, because I feel like it's also mentioning that with UK taking a tactical timeout here, Philippines also have a chance to take as well, considering how given only 1 point away from being a tiebreaker, United Kingdom wins their next pick.
And UK definitely having a bit of a think about this, or perhaps just calming their nerves a little bit to recover some of that stamina.
But we should also mention with the other update as well for the other match, which is Vietnam versus France, and Vietnam wins their own pick on Peta with 22,000 wins difference, with Log being the MVP of that too. 992k is absolutely insane score for Ellen release card.
Oh, for Peta especially, that map is absolutely ridiculous to try and get good accuracy on, and it lasts for so long as well. So yeah, 992, almost 993k for Lot is extremely impressive.
It takes you to a false sense of security considering the star rating of Peta is absolutely busted.
Oh yeah, no, the star rating is ridiculously low. It's not a very hard map physically.
Yeah, absolutely, but in a score V2 sense, it's just,
yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm out here trying to ack it, and even if I full combo the map, I'm sitting with like 98% flat. Like, what the heck?
It's just, sometimes you just gotta have to do that for the combo game, but you can't be too sure because the accuracy is not there.
No, I think the timeout should be over pretty soon now, so United Kingdom gonna... Oh!
They're gonna
Lion
go for
Zeta! Oh, okay, this is spicy.
This is spicy.
Okay, the sad thing is that there's a bit of a sad thing to this, right? If UK wins this one, there is no way Philippines will ever pick Marinol.
Yeah, that is the thing. They're just sitting down on picking either Addiction or Azure Vixen, which is the two different things.
So that means we're basically guaranteed now to not see Marinol this match. So I'm a little bit sad about that, but still really exciting to see an SV map being played this match. Extremely high risk, but high reward from the United Kingdom.
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing Zoom in here for mostly SV. I think I've seen Zoom in being played for SVs for the most part, so it's interesting. And we're probably seeing Mystery L coming for Philippines, which is no surprise at all.
Yeah, absolutely. Mystery L is an extremely strong SV player for the Philippines.
I'm scared right now. Whatever happens next is just really for Philippines trying to juggle it between the three picks that are left right now. But I don't think, like you said, Marinol isn't a viable pick right now, considering if UK wins that. But here we go. This is the pick number 9, which you got Line Zeta coming in. We'll see how actually practice the most and actually getting a lot more accurate with this hits here.
This one in particular, it's all about the accuracy for this map. Extremely hard to get good accuracy, even though it's OD6.
Take with, okay. I just mentioned the name, it's just already not 100% already.
99.99 though, oh my god. But it's going to be basically tied between the two teams. Volpsy and Zubin both having a little bit of a hit in the accuracy early on.
Zubin been taking a bit of the damage here, same as Volpsy, so it's just basically tied at this point. Actually, the accuracy is something for a little more than a bit of a UK here.
Oh, and it's close. Yeah, accuracy is going to start going towards UK. Zubin's recovering a little bit, but Volpsy's recovering a little bit more. Ting and Mystery L are going at it right now, 99.87 to 99.88. L's and Musin tied. Oh my god. Difference right now is in Volpsy and Zubin. L's is quadding this part. What? That's some like insane behavior.
Yeah, well, that's a 200 from Volpsy, and also in L's too.
Oh, L's getting a few 200s in that section. Another few 200s. United Kingdom are going to start pulling ahead in the lead. Zubin gets a few 200s there.
This is a little bit of a difference. Not too safe yet.
Oh, there's still a few tricky parts in the second half. Absolutely could see more 200s. And any 200s right now could close this gap completely.
200s more by Zubin. This is a dangerous territory to be in accuracy like that, considering Volpsy actually are taking a bit of 200s. Elze is dropping more than probably even.
That's a massive drop from Zubin. A few 200s at the end of those LNs.
Musin's actually just dropped below 99.6 right now. It's actually in the lead. Philippines is on the lead right now.
What the hell is Ting doing? 99.89.
Still not saying. Elze with the drop right there!
It's the end of the map. That's United Kingdom. They get to win this now. They just need to hold on to the combo. They've got it.
The accuracy, they're still not safe yet. They're not out of the woods yet until the very end of this chart.
Oh, what an unfortunate break.
Oh my god. That's it. That's the point for United Kingdom. They're still in the game.
Oh my god, Ting. 99. 119 300s, double S for Ting. Mystery L as well. Just 1 200 with an insane ratio. Both of those players are just so good at SV. Nothing else to really say about it. But at the end of the day, so close. I think Philippines would have definitely had the accuracy advantage, actually.
Yeah. Philippines would have won that. Zubin has a very messy 200 count right at the very end. So it's a clear telling sign that you probably should be careful for the next SV pick if you want to decide to go for it.
A high pressure situation in SV, I don't think Philippines pick Marinol. Even though Philippines would have won that off of the accuracy.
Marinol! Oh my god!
There's no way. What?
Marinol! Oh my god!
We're seeing both of the SV maps picked right off. Okay, here we go.
They're going for it. They're retaliating. They're retaliating at the other SV.
I don't understand these picks, but who knows? Who knows? Let's just see what happens. Marinol coming out here, the other SV map.
This is just, in my mind, this is just whoever actually just gonna ace the screams more, right?
Yeah, not only are we finally seeing Marinol again being played, the most banned map in the entire pool, but it's in the most high pressure situation that we can possibly see here. Last pick of regular play, Philippines on match point. United Kingdom has to win this one to force a tiebreaker. And we've seen this situation happen, I think, 3 times this weekend so far. We have not had a single tiebreaker. 3 6-4 score lines. Is this going to be the 4th?
Oh no. When was the last time you seen a back-to-back SV picks like this match in particular? This is nowhere near as everyone would expect.
Oh man, okay, we're gonna see some rosters being switched in and out. Mystery L, of course, staying in here.
Amoside.
Yeah, first time we're seeing Amosite in this match, but player that's obviously been grinding the SV maps here.
I'm just flabbergasted at this point.
This is going to be close as well. If Line Zeta was close, this as well could very well be decided by a couple 200s difference. Very easy to drop 200s in multiple sections of this one.
If this goes well, United Kingdom will actually secure tiebreaker if they win this one, and we will see Kyo here for the tiebreaker. But we'll see what happens here as the last pick of the Prima selection. We're gonna have Marinol being the last pick for Philippines to take over with and try to close this match. Definitely not a miss there. It's just client, so don't worry about it. That's a 1.6 million, not the same thing with SV.
Yeah, a little bit of.
We'll
wait for the accuracies to even out. Okay, here we go. Els did find a little bit of an accuracy drop, but so did Newson and Amosite at the start there. It's going to be a small lead over to the Philippines. Volpsy and Ting both in the lead for their respective teams. And a few 200s. Amosite as well, dropping down to 99.3. Els now recovering the accuracy up to 99.5.
Watch for every 300 jump scares because it's gonna kill your accuracy if you're not careful. That's a 200 by Newson. That's actually quite messy.
Oh, another 200 there for Newson. A few 200s in this section. One of the most straightforward sections here. A little bit of a break.
Philippines trying to pull ahead right now. There's a sizable lead, but it's still a couple 200 difference away.
I mean, we saw what happened on Line Zeta. Anything's really possible on these SV maps here. This LN section is really punishing if you get a 200 on that. No one does.
No one does at all. Even then, the Philippines has a sizable lead with the accuracy being carried by Volpsy and Mystery L. Momentum actually dropped to 99.5 here.
Ooh, Volpsy drops a couple 200s as well, down to 99.5 as well. Mystery L now in front of everyone, and this is basically the end of the map. I don't expect anyone to drop for the rest of the map. Everyone hitting those LNs fine. Now it's just fairly basic slow jam, but Volpsy is finding a couple 200s here. Philippines have the advantage in the accuracy so far, and I don't think there's any patterns in the rest of the map that could really flip this score. This is a fairly solid, about maybe 10k advantage for Philippines right now, just off the accuracy alone.
Yeah, even then, they're still not out of the woods. You don't want to get too complacent with the last few nodes, but I think it's fixed now. It's decided to see that I think Philippines is going to take this.
And Mystery L is the MVP for sure. 99.74, getting more than 990k on Marinol. We see Philippines winning 13,000 points on Marinol at the end. Turned out to be a surprisingly good pick at the end of the day.
Not 91. All right, cool. That's a very cool score.
This is a really crazy team score for the Philippines. Also for United Kingdom, actually, the lowest score out of everyone is 978, but fortunately for the Philippines, unfortunately for United Kingdom, that is going to end the match. We're not going to be seeing a tiebreaker. The fourth, I think, 6-4. Yeah. Tiebreaker proving itself to be very elusive despite all of these close matches, but congratulations to the Philippines here. They are going to be moving on in the winners bracket. Of course, United Kingdom, they are still going to be in the tournament. They're going to be moving down to the losers bracket though, where they'll get a second chance.
Absolutely, yeah. I feel like this match really deserves an honorable mention for the other 6-4 matches out there, considering this one in particular has one of the most wackiest bold moves of every pick so far. Given back-to-back SVs and how Justified My Love is going, it's certainly a highlight.
Yeah, this was a really high-level match. So many full combos, so little misses, so little chokes from both teams. But at the end of the day, next week, oh my god, Philippines versus South Korea is going to be the matchup in the winner's side bracket. Oh no.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh my
absolutely.
god, that is crazy. United
No,
Kingdom going to be sent down. They are going to be versing actually the winner of Indonesia versus Chile, the next match that we're going to be seeing. So
Yeah,
this is going to be an interesting one. It's going to be deciding who versus United Kingdom next week. So make sure you stick around about 1 hour, 14 UTC. We're going to be seeing the last two matches of the weekend here.
Yeah, I believe as well, after those two matches, we're probably having a little bit of a break to take it down to the next actually anticipated event right here, which is actually the Mapu Showcase for the semifinals, which is also very exciting to see how the surviving 12 teams are going to perform in the semifinals flow, because you really don't want to miss that showcase.
Yeah, of course. In the meantime, of course, make sure you go and check out the Osu store. Buy some banners from the shop to support the team that you want to win. Of course, if the banner of your team ends up winning, you get that banner on your profile for a little bit longer. But until then, we'll meet you again in 1 hour's time for the last two matches of the weekend.
Yeah, don't go anywhere, and we'll be right back as soon as the next hour goes by, and we'll see you on that next match.